welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Debs. I make videos that helps international students and prospective international students navigate Germany with ease and confidence. Today's video is actually specially requested. It was from a comment I had seen on the channel that said, please make a video on how to write a motivational letter. And I thought, what is the best way to teach a person than to actually show? So today I'm going to be reading to you the letter of motivation that got me into the best university in Germany, and also the same letter kind of served as my base, slightly tweaked, was what I took to the visa office and also got me my visa to study in Germany. I'll read it and we'll talk about it after. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe right now and let's go right into it. Dear admission committee, I am Contactdeborahamaechi. My life goal is to play my part in ensuring that a sustainable, progressive, and prosperous environment is achieved through the use of technology, the internet, and social media, while inherently contributing to the democratization of expertise in technology development as a woman of African descent. I graduated as one of the top 1% of my class, majoring in mass communication and media studies at Caleb University, Nigeria, Africa's best private university in research and entrepreneurship development. I am writing this to express my interest in the Science and Technology Studies MASTS program of the Technical University Munich. My motivation for desiring this degree can be traced to an experience in my childhood. As a 10 years old, I was given a mobile phone by my parents and immediately began browsing the internet until I became compulsively addicted. Although I didn't realize the weight of this at the time, in subsequent years, that single experience will fuel my desire to learn about science, technology, and innovation and how it affects behavior and society. Following the desire to understand how science, technology, and new media technological innovations can affect behavior, my undergraduate thesis in mass communication and media study was a research work titled Determination of Suicide and Suicidal Behavior in Nigeria, West Africa, in relation to the online newspaper coverage on social media. After graduation, rather than travel the traditional path of broadcasting like other graduates from my discipline, I got a diploma in project management, which helped pour me into the world of IT project management. My work so far has broadened my scope and my understanding of the workings of technologically related topics and processes, as well as instilled in me the benefits of achieving sustainable IT at all levels, which I believe will impact my ability to take on the responsibilities in science, engineering, and technology. After looking through the modules of this program, the course piqued my interest because it will provide me an excellent platform for understanding the social, economic, political, and legal aspect of innovation and responsibilities in science and technology. I'm confident that the program will broaden my knowledge and provide me with the necessary skills, as it provides first-hand experiences that will serve as a foundation for my future studies in research and professional practices related to corporate responsibilities. This motivation is the driving force behind my application to the Masters of Arts program in Science and Technology Studies in TUM. Knowing the commitment and intensity of work required to succeed in this master's program, I would leverage my experience as an IT project manager and also my bachelor's degree in mass communication and media studies, which was an intensive program that required theoretical, empirical, qualitative, and quantitative research. A degree from the Technische Universität München will be life-changing for me, my home country, Nigeria, and Africa at large, because of the opportunities to carry out research that will push the frontiers of knowledge and technological development in our society. Working with some of the best minds across the globe in research groups such as the Science and Technology Policy Research Group at the Toombs School of Social Sciences and Technology will be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Aside from academics, the possibility to study and practice a second language, German, intrigues me, and doing so in Europe's largest economy and contributing to the system with a high cultural diversity of foreign students from all over the world is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Also intriguing is the opportunity to engage directly with recognized institutions while conducting research in Germany. Therefore, of all the reasons and motivations mentioned in this letter, I hope that the admission committee will consider me to be admitted to TUM. I am definitely sure I will succeed in completing the program and contributing to the university. I am looking forward to beginning my studies in October, blah, blah, blah. Yours sincerely, Contactdeborahamaechi. So that was it. That's the letter that got me to the widely acclaimed best university in Germany. I'd like to give a disclaimer here. That letter is just my own personal letter. It is not the standard, it is not a template. However, there are a few things that you can consider. If you haven't already, there's a video you might like to watch that sort of buttressed most of the points that I'm making here, but in a very deep divey way. So the first thing you want to do when it comes to writing a letter of motivation is to start with your why. At the core of everything, what is a question that keeps you awake? What is something that you're curious about, right? So after you figure out what your why is, the next thing you want to consider is connecting the dots of your story. What I mean by this is your past, your present, your future, right? So where have you been? You want to talk about your bachelor's, what you did in your thesis, how that contributed to who you are in this moment, meaning what you're doing for work, or what the extra degrees you've done here and there, or the volunteering work you've done. So how has your past contributed to your present, and how is your present contributing to your future? But find a way to connect your story, your past, your present, and your future. And don't forget to check out this video. It's going to help you to figure that out. The next thing you want to do is you want to show that you've researched the program, and you can do this by mentioning, in my case I mentioned a research group in the program. So you want to name drop if you can, because what you are saying when you do this is, I really would like to be part of this program. I think that this program is worth it enough for me to invest my time and curiosity into finding out the program. So mention modules, check out the modules, check out the research group, check out the professorships in the department. Another thing you want to also show in your letter of motivation is to prove that you're prepared, right? If you do most of the things that I've mentioned before, you're going to be communicating your preparedness. Another thing that I think is important is make it personal but professional. You have to kind of strike a balance here. Personal, professional. Tell your story. Let your person, let who you are shine through the paper and the letters, right? However, avoid oversharing, like we'll call it in our generation. Be sure that after reading this letter, the committee member can be able to tell a story or tell somebody about you. And also, please, as much as possible, I couldn't do that in my letter as much as I would have loved to, explain your long-term goals. There's something about being a young person and being able to articulate what your long-term goals are. It helps people be invested in your journey. And when people are invested in your journey, they are more prone to say yes to you, to give you an opportunity. So do that with your letter, please, okay? And lastly, end confidently, stating your readiness and your future contribution, if you get what I mean. So that's about it. If you liked this video, then I think you would appreciate my 4 weeks boot camp. This is a boot camp that I've put together to help you go from confused, overwhelmed to fully confident in your application process. It's called the Masters in Germany Application Bootcamp. It's a 4-part series. It's very task oriented. So basically in this bootcamp, I'll help you figure out what your why is and how you can tell your story properly. You also be guided to create a database of over 100 programs that would maximize your chances for success. And of course, this bootcamp would also help you prepare for your life here in Germany, how to actually launch your career as soon as you arrive here. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, check out the link to the bootcamp in the description below. And of course, send this video to somebody who might need it. Thank you so much for watching and for sticking with me. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.